Hello, everyone. My name is Justin Anthony. This is my first year here at Collin College, and the university I'm currently enrolled in is the University of North Texas. I chose to come to Collin for the 2021-2022 school year in order to earn more credits and just overall save money as I'm in my pre-business journey and I'm looking to get into the marketing program at UNT. My major here at Collin is marketing. And with that degree, I want to help companies sell products with social media marketing. Uh, the dream company that I want to work for is either Nike or Adidas, and I want to work with their social media marketing team in the future. I signed up for this class because I believe it will help me learn the necessary skills to learn. It will help me learn the necessary skills to sell a product. And ultimately, my goal is to own my own sports apparel shop. And I believe this class will help sharpen my skills in the future when it comes to advertising, building relationships with the customer, and just overall being a great salesman. I believe a good salesman is my stepdad, Jamal Williams. Growing up, I would see a lot of his qualities, and I would see him winning Employee of the Month and everything. And basically, he was a great salesman for the medical company that he worked for. He worked for Autobach Healthcare from the early 2000s all the way up until 2017 when the company shut down and they got bought out. Uh, but he ran a team of salesmen. He started off as a local salesman, and then he worked his way up to having his own team. And he led his team from the Midwest region, from Minnesota all the way to Texas, the Waco area, and even El Paso. And yeah, he won Employee of the Month a lot. The reason being is because he was able to build those relationships with the customers, and he was always the top salesman in the company. So yeah, uh, what makes a good salesperson good at selling, and I'm going to use him for example. Basically, what makes salesman good at what he does is him being able. The first point is them being able to build relationships with their customers. For example, he would always get to know his customer, always go out to eat with his customers. And one thing I saw him do a lot when I was younger is he would take a lot of his customers out to Top Golf, and that would be his strategy in order to like he loved golf, so he loved to swing, and that would be a way to get to know the customer and just unwind with them. And he would also take them to golf courses and stuff and play golf with them. But yeah. And a second quality, what makes a good salesperson good at selling, is their ability to explain the product and its benefits. So whenever you have a product that you're looking to sell to a customer, you always have to give a detailed, basically, presentation, and you need to explain the benefits of that product. For example, he had his medical chairs, but he wasn't the only. Autobach wasn't the only equipment, medical equipment that sold wheelchairs in Texas. He had to explain the benefits of Autobach, and then he had to compare it to the other competitors where other customers were looking to buy, and he had to basically explain why his was better. And I believe that that is very necessary when you are selling that certain product. And you always need to stay honest about the product. You never want to be a janky salesman. That can lead to, getting sued or. So always be honest about the product you're selling and give a good detailed explanation on the product that you're selling and its benefits. And a third a third quality of a third good quality of a salesperson is their ability to just not get stuck on one customer. When you're selling a product, even if you're knocking on doors, you're gonna get rejected a lot of the time. Uh, a lot of people, they just don't want to buy your product, or even if they come and sit down with you, you have that conversation. You know, you're looking to sell a car or whatever. You can make it all the way to the end, and sometimes you won't get that customer. So you have to know how to not kick yourself when you uh, kick yourself down when you get rejected, and you have to learn how to move forward. And also, one needs to learn. You have to learn from that rejection. Use that as a learning experience. See, where did I mess up, or what could have happened, and how can I better it for the future, instead of kicking yourself when you're down and saying, "Oh, I'm just not good at selling. Now I can't sell anything. I'm just gonna get another job." You can't just quit. You gotta always learn from whatever happened in that situation. And I believe the difference between sales and other jobs is, one, the money isn't guaranteed. Uh, Even if you're working a salary job, you need to sell that product in order to put food on the table. If you don't sell that product, you don't have food on the table. And if you don't sell that product for that company, or if you don't come up with ways to sell a product, you can get fired. So that's the difference between working in sales and working just a regular 9 to 5 job. Uh, you know, you can get a salary position with a 9 to 5 job. You just do what your boss tells you to do, and that's it. But sales, I believe sales is a certain skill point. You have to, it's a certain skill. You have to learn how to sell to your customer. Uh, you're also going to be out of your comfort zone most of the times, and you're going to have to build relationships with people you don't want to. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you're just sitting behind the desk slaving away on the computer, you're just doing the work that your boss is telling you to do. You don't have to do it. Sometimes you don't have to do it with customers. But when you're a salesman, you have to actually get out and get to know that customer, build relationships with them, even if you don't want to, even if they're being, not a great person. The customer is being, rude or whatever. You got to learn how to take that. And you also have to deal with being rejected as a salesman. And yeah, you have to deal with being rejected. That comes with that. And you're essentially your own boss, even if you work for a certain company. That's the difference between sales and other jobs. Other jobs, you're given a certain assignment, but with sales, you are given that assignment, but you have to sell it to certain customers. If not, you're not going to eat. Even if you have a boss, your boss can't sell that product for you. You're going to have to go out, put your shoes on, and go out and sell that product on your own, or you don't get paid. So, yeah. And another point I want to make, it doesn't have to do with selling other jobs versus other jobs. But if you own your own company, you have to be good at advertising the product that you're selling, and you have to find new ways to sell that product. Even if you aren't a social media person, for example, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone and learn those certain platforms and analytics. So that means going on YouTube, searching up how to work with the Instagram marketplace. You got to learn all of those in order to sell your product. You just gotta, as a salesman, you always have to come up with new ideas, and you always have to stay up to date with current technology going on and the new advertisement ways. You have to stay. I believe that you have to stay 10 steps ahead of the game in order to be a great salesman. So yeah, but in conclusion, uh, what makes a good salesman is their ability to, one, build a relationship with their potential customer. So that means going out to eat with them, or taking them to Top Golf to get to know them, just having good conversations with them. Two, They're good at explaining the product to their customers, giving a full detailed presentation to them, and explaining why their product is good for that customer and why they're better than the other competitors. And then three, they aren't stuck on getting rejected, but they look to improve their skills and just find customers that are able to buy their product. So yeah, thank you. And I look forward to working with everybody this semester.